We did what we came here to do, and now it's time to head home. Before takeoff, let's talk about the lunar module a little more. It was split up into two stages. The descent stage got us safely to the surface, but now it's dead weight and will be left behind on the surface of the moon. The ascent stage has its own propulsion system, which is what gets the two astronauts safely back into orbit. Don't forget about our one lonely astronaut who's still orbiting above us in the CSM. The ascent stage fires up for about 7.5 minutes. It takes almost 2 orbits before docking can happen. On later Apollo missions, they were able to do this in less than 1 orbit. After the LEM and the CSM are docked, all valuables are transferred to the command module. It's time to say goodbye to the LEM ascent stage. It was either left floating in lunar orbit or intentionally smashed into the moon. It's now time to head home. This is very similar to what we've done before. On the far side of the moon, the service module engine fires up for about 2.5 minutes. This is called the trans-Earth injection. It was a 3-day journey to get back home. Remember that the service module contains things like the oxygen tanks and fuel cells. You can't actually go inside. This means that all 3 astronauts are in the command module for the remainder of the journey. I sure hope no one gets claustrophobic. Once we're back in Earth orbit, the service module is no longer needed. We started with the giant Saturn V rocket, and now the command module is the only part that returns safely to Earth. The climax of the whole mission is called re-entry. All this time, the service module was protecting what's on the bottom side of the command module, the heat shield. Re-entering the Earth's atmosphere is dangerous because of the enormous heat it causes. The heat shield protects the command module for several minutes as it passes through the atmosphere. Once we get about 2 miles above the surface, the parachutes are deployed to slow us down even more. The hard part is over. Now we just enjoy the ride. The final part of every mission, splashdown. 500,000 miles, 1 lunar landing, and 3 YouTube videos later. We made it. Thanks for sticking with me. If you've enjoyed learning about the Apollo spacecraft, please consider sharing these videos on social media. Don't forget to like,